Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ashland Boys Soccer here on WACA-TV. I'm Josh Abrams, joined shortly by Rob Silver. Tonight's opponent, the Norton Lancers. Clockers come in tonight at 1-2-2. They lost to Westwood at home 1-0 in terrible weather conditions on a heartbreaking goal in the last minute of play for their season opener, followed by a 7-1 win over Norwood. We saw them here on WACA lose to a relentless Hopkinton team here about 2 weeks ago. That followed by a shutout by Medfield 4-0 2 Fridays ago. And their last two games have been two ties. 2-2 at Holliston last Tuesday and 0-0 at Bellingham last Thursday. So it's their first game in almost a week, so hopefully the rest does them some good. Next up is a road trip to Millis on Thursday, game time at 4:45. Just getting ready here for opening tip-off. Let's go over the starters really quickly in numerical order, starting with the goalkeeper. That's Mikey Flynn, his older brother MJ, number 6. He'll be in the starting lineup tonight, along with Keegan Kelly, Ben English, Ethan Dentino, Andre Costa, Noah Ramsey, Matt Silva, Carlos Espino, and Bailey Fong. Just noting here that Kai Costa, one of the team co-captains, is out sick tonight. Team's going to certainly miss him. And they've brought up Pedro Eldon and Ian Magnago from JV to fill in the gap there. So checking in here really quickly with the Norton Lancers, they come in tonight at 2-3 this season. They won their opener against Bellingham 3-1, but that followed with 3 straight losses to Medway 2-0, Dedham 3-1, and Dover Sherborne 3-0. They did beat Millis a week ago 1-0, and their last 2 games against Westwood and Weston, that's a lot of West, late last week were postponed, so they actually haven't played in a week, even more rested than the Clockers. So we'll see which team can shake off the rust the fastest. And the Lancers, I just want to make a quick note, have 10 seniors on a 19-person roster. And we're underway here as the Clockers start with the ball, immediately drive it into Lancer territory. We're already getting a little physical out there as the Lancers work their way up the far sideline. A little bouncing back and forth, and you may hear a little background noise here as Rob Silver has joined the broadcast. Rob, good to have you with us here on a beautiful evening in Ashland.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to me. a lot of people filming. Very popular game.
Right, right.
Took our prime spots. Perfect weather, though. Is that your notes or mine?
That's mine.
Your
Let's
special
switch
copy.
here.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. No score still.
Early on.
You didn't miss anything.
Clocker's already looking a little more aggressive than he did the last time we saw them here. But so far, obviously, no shots on goal early on here. Just about a minute gone by here in the first half. Of course, we're playing 40-minute halves.
Yeah, when we did the game a couple weeks ago against Hopkinton, that was one of the things. They seemed a little flat.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the pregame, I talked about how relentless that Hopkinton team was. We talked about it on the broadcast at the time. And Clockers could just never really catch up with the Hillers that night.
Yeah. And you probably went over it, but are the Clockers, their record 1-3-2?
1-2-2.
1-2-2, okay. But it seemed like a nice, impressive tie against Holliston after being down 2-0 at the half. I saw they came back to tie them 2-2, so they got that to build off of.
Okay, Clockers here just having a little trouble clearing the zone, but they do have the ball under control. Dentino gets tripped up and gets the call, so momentary stoppage of play here as the Clockers will get a free ball.
I didn't do this on purpose, but I am wearing the Norton Lancer purple.
So we'll keep you off camera tonight, Rob.
No favorites. No favorites here.
Well, very stylish. You do look good. Purple. You wear the purple well.
Goes well with the orange underneath and the Foxwoods 25th anniversary.
Nice.
Pullover golf shirt.
Okay, Clockers. Oh, just intercepted there. A nice centering pass attempt there. Bailey Fong gets the ball taken away, and now Norton has a break here in a foot race. That's with MJ Flynn on defense, and Mikey Flynn comes up with the big save there. So first shot of the night goes to the Lancers. Beautiful save by Flynn as Norton had the advantage there. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. The Lancers will retain possession. Quick throw in, intercepted by Carlos, controlled by Andre. And on out to Ramsey there to Noah on the far sideline across the 50 now, looking for help. Slowing it down like his teammates can catch up. Going to put it into the corner here. Ben English, the first clocker to it, has it momentarily. Still fighting for it, but the Lancers knock it aside, have control. Errant pass attempt goes out of bounds on the far sideline, right around midfield. This should be a clocker throw-in. Quick pass to Bailey Fong, little give and go. Knocked aside, but held on by the clockers. Again, trying to work some quick, short passes. That one didn't quite work out, and it's going to be Lancer ball. Again, 0-0 here early on first half action between the Clockers and the Lancers.
Matt Cropley with the inbounds pass. Tight quarters over there, that goes out of bounds.
Nice play made by Athletic Director Stephen Marks. I see his son Logan, who usually watches these games on WACA, is actually here live tonight on the sidelines.
That reduces our viewership by about 50% now.
That's also one of our favorite viewers, I might add. Big Clocker fan. The ball looked like it got knocked down by a Lancer hand, but no call here.
Brian Potts, I think. And there's TJ Locke, the freshman, had the earlier shot on goal, cleared away nicely.
MJ Flynn there on the play on defense to be able to knock that one aside and thwart a good Lancer opportunity there. So it looks like Lancers might be making a substitution. I'm seeing Christopher Boscombe, if I'm saying that correctly, coming into with the throw-in from the far sideline down by the corner. Long throw-in, nice throw. Headed loose in front. This is dangerous. Ball gets kicked out of the goal box, cleared out. Lancers will retain possession here.
Casey Potts, number 4, trying to drive it back in. Finds Boscombe.
Keegan Kelly had a nice defensive play there for a moment. Tight battle here in the corner. Lancers are playing pretty tight here. Clockers again having a little trouble getting this one out of the zone, but nice clear opportunity here. Up ahead to Ramsey. Actually, make that. I'm already having trouble with the numbers, but that is Noah Ramsey, number 9.
Oh.
Pass up to Tintino. Nice move there. Gets ahead to Costa, but he can't control it. Lancers kick it away, and they've got. Looked like they had a good break there, and going to send another man long here. MJ Flynn again controls, kicks it out of harm's way. This one's going to go out of bounds, chased down by Keegan Kelly.
And TJ Lack for Norton all around the ball, and he's just a freshman.
Yeah, speaking of freshmen, I noticed that Ben English was in the starting lineup tonight for the Clockers. So, I was talking to Coach Tiago before the game, and he was talking about that he has a young team. There's a dangerous ball right in front of the net, and Mikey Flynn comes through and makes the save.
And just told that Ben English and TJ are club teammates. Both the freshmen.
Interesting.
Must be a good club.
Absolutely. Teammates on club, opponents tonight. Tri-Valley League action here on WACA-TV.
We'll see if they get physical with each other.
Again, that Hopkinen game got a little chippy there toward the end, Rob. Clockers pass back to MJ Flynn. Up ahead now to Andre Costa. Andre kicks it ahead to Ethan. Ethan.
Nice feed
up
ahead.
Called for the ball there. That was Matt Silva. Lancers strip it away. And again, this time they're going to call offsides.
Yeah,
they've been trying to set up that play all night for TJ Latch.
Speaking of TJ's, I may stop by for dinner on the way home. So this Hawaiian grilled cheese sandwich. I usually get the regular grilled cheese.
Well, I've never heard of a Hawaiian grilled cheese. I'm assuming it has pineapple, but
pineapple and ham.
Oh, there you go.
There's is very enticing.
Mm-hmm. Here's a break for the Clockers. See if they can get a shot on.
They had Matt Silva.
This is the most sustained action they've had in the offensive zone in quite a while tonight. Kept in momentarily by the Clockers. There's a pass to Costa. Make that Fung, excuse me. Still looking to maneuver.
Very patient.
Kicked aside, but right onto the heel of MJ Flynn. Passes across to Carlos, to Dentino. He wasn't quite ready for that pass. It came in kind of hot. Andre centering pass here. Nice play here. As Keyshawn Graham tries to make a move. Fed just a little too far. Great opportunity there. Bailey Fung, and a nice idea. Little too much foot on that pass.
Yeah.
And Lancer goalie keeper makes the play. Carlos tries to find Matt Silva. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Clocker ball in the Lancer end. So Silva making a quick play here to Dentino. A little miscommunication there and just a little mental mistake. It happens. Ball out of bounds, and Lancers will throw in.
Matt Cropley on the inbounds throw. Drops it into Potts. Little trouble controlling it, but does so. Cropley back to his defender.
Good pressure by Bailey Fung. I don't remember seeing much of him in the previous game that we did against Hopkinton, but he got the start tonight, and he has some really good energy so far tonight. Excellent pressure.
And number 4, Casey Potts, the younger brother of number 9, Ryan Potts, senior and sophomore.
Okay, so Dentino looking to set something up here. Over to Felipe Carvalho. Oh, a nice little give and go here. Carvalho still trying to work it on the near sideline here, looking for help.
Being pressured by
Drops
Cropley.
it to Dentino, but couldn't make the connection. Turnover here. A quick throw in by the Lancers. Okay, Flynn settles it to Costa. And by the way, that's Andre Costa. Kai out sick tonight, as we reported during the pregame. Hope it's nothing too serious, and we can see him back on the pitch real soon. Noah has it now. Heading toward midfield, dishes to Philippe. Still learning these numbers. Good pressure by the Clockers, and they're going to get an offensive zone throw in here. That's Keyshawn. Oh, he hands it off. Throw in goes to Noah. Working his way down the near sideline, far sideline. Here's a shot on goal. Blocked aside and kicked out of harm's way.
Kyle Cofton with the boot.
Clockers have it right back. Some more pressure here. Dentino has it. Looking for an opening. Fighting through 4 defenders. Nice deke there. That was, again, Philippe. There's a long kick from way out. Headed aside. Nice defensive play by the Lancers, but still controlled by the Clockers, but finally booted away back out to midfield where MJ will gather it in. Again, a very heavy pressure from Norton on defense here so far tonight. Clockers continue to backtrack all the way back now by the 25. Carlos up to Ethan. They're going to try to reset here. Okay.
Little push by Kyle Cofton gets called.
A little over the ear there as Bailey Fong hits the turf. He's okay. Play resumes immediately. Andre to Ethan. Back to Andre. Trying to work cross field. Far wing now. Over to Noah. He gets ridden off the ball. Lancers kick it away, but turned right over. Let's see what we can do here. It's Keyshawn. Gets it back to Ethan. He'll settle. Trying to use that left foot. Wheels around, drops it back to Carlos. Good triangle play here. Oh, here's an opportunity to see if Keyshawn get a foot. No, good. Got blocked aside. But some terrific offensive pressure from the Clockers, something we did not see nearly enough against Hopkinton the other night.
Yeah. Very patient play on offense and defense for the Clockers. Very composed tonight.
And they're bringing everybody up. I mean, you know, Dentino, Carlos, they're spending time in the Norton offensive zone. I mean, they're the back line, but that they're playing that far up. They're not playing too far back.
Braden Pompey trying to get it up to Cody Gass.
Okay, we got looks like we're gonna have a goal kick here out of bounds off of a Norton foot. So Mikey Flynn will have it, and trying to see what substitutions we have going on here. I see Andre Costa make that Ethan Dentino jogging off, along with Matt Silva. And I see Tyler Robinson on the field now, playing up. Try and get that other number for you. It's got a very tall player out there. I don't know if that's Hunter Miggs. I'm trying to read the number right now. We'll pick it up for you.
For Ashland?
Yep.
I'll pick it up at some point.
Yeah, 19. 19. Okay, Norton with the ball down the far sideline, looking to set something up here. Just under 26 minutes to go here in the first half. No score between the Ashland Clockers and the Norton Lancers.
Gass chasing it down. Goes to Pompey. He's going to out of bounds. Pompey's going to inbound for the Lancers.
Got some more substitutions here.
They didn't want him inbounding. Very strategic.
Very strategic.
It looks like it's going to be Matt Cropley. Excuse me, number 25, Chris Boscombe.
Carlos able to get it out of the goal box, but a quick shot on net. Mikey got a hand on it off the crossbar. Big save there by Mikey Flynn. So out of bounds off the his hand off the crossbar, so it'll be a corner kick here for the Lancers.
It's number 10, Cody Gass for the Lancers.
Lancers retain possession here. It's in the near corner now, out of bounds on the goal line, and it's off a Lancer, so it'll be a goal kick here for the Clockers. You're watching Ashland Boys Soccer on WACA-TV. I'm Josh Abrams, joined once again by Rob Silver. Clockers are working their way upfield now. Andre to Carlos. Quick pass there to Bailey. Trying to find a streaking Tyler Robinson. Terrific pressure by Tyler, forcing the Lancer keeper to boot it out of bounds. So another good field position here for the Clockers. Carlos working on it. I don't know why that hand went. He put a hand up like he was going to catch it. Lancers come away with it, coming up right across midfield here. Clockers, good defensive play. Hunter Miggs had a foot on it.
Potts gets it up to his, I think that's Gass. Drills it. Cody Gass, one of the captains.
So a little defensive breakdown there, unfortunately for the Clockers. It looked like Bailey Fong thought he was going to be able to get an offsides call there. Let that Lancer player go. Didn't get the whistle, and as you said, he buried the shot. So 1-0 Lancers here with about 23 minutes to go in the first half.
It was Cody Gass on a feed by Casey Potts.
And Rob, it's so easy to kind of lose your focus now, and all that great offensive pressure the Clockers had this first half, and then just like that, they're down 1-0.
Mm-hmm. And I was just going to say they're so even up to then. Nobody really had any momentum, but just takes one little play.
Now that Lancer had a great angle. Hard shot on net. Nothing Mikey could do on that one to make this in his attempt to make the save. So again, 1-0 Lancers here. Early action here in the first half. Lancers crossing the field. They're working it down the far sideline now.
Lerner to the freshman TJ Lack. And that's the other Potts, the older brother, Ryan.
So Carlos, the man on defense there at the end of that play, knocking it out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick opportunity for the Lancers. And Rob, this looks like an experienced Lancers team. They execute these corners very well. I mean, they haven't scored on one yet, but not for a lack of trying. The ball is just bouncing around in that goal box.
Yeah.
And fortunately, the Clockers haven't been burned yet on a corner.
Yeah, and this is the goal scorer, Cody Gass, with the corner to Casey Potts.
Potts looked like he was going to try like a one-timer like you see in hockey.
Yeah, and just kind of took a bad step. Looked like Sterling Shepard on the last play of the game last night.
Ouch. There's Arthur Souza. He gets ridden off the ball as the keeper comes sliding out to make the save.
Assuming it is Luke Ferreira.
So Andre has it now for the Clockers. Feeds it off to the far side.
Adam Wynn trying to chase it down for the Lancers.
I think that's Keyshawn way out there on the far sideline.
Little handsy
Getting
there.
taking a beating over there. That ball somehow feathered right across the goal. The Clockers weren't able to connect. Carlos has it. He puts a shot on. This gets headed aside. Shot attempt there by Carlos gets blocked aside. Here's Tyler trying to make something happen. He had a great view of the field there as Philippe tries to make a play, and now here's a whistle. Looks like it's going to go Clocker way.
Fortunate for the Clockers. Didn't look like, again, there was much contact, but see if they can set something up.
Andre Costa is lined up now. The team's giving him a good opportunity. He puts a little bend on it, looking into the far side, but can't connect. So the younger members of the audience won't get this reference, but it looked like he tried to dial long distance there and just couldn't make the connection.
Thought you were going to follow that up with a dad joke, or was that? Oh, was that it?
No, that wasn't a
now
dad
you
joke.
still have other.
But it's funny you ask, because I was just thinking, wow, I haven't been in the office the last 2 days, and my whole routine is off right now. So I didn't even think to grab a dad joke on my way over here tonight.
I just figured they were embedded. Didn't think it was something you had to research. No, I get it. I have a couple.
You always have a couple. You're great about that stuff.
Another foot race.
Hunter Miggs and those long legs able to make the difference there, but the Lancers retain control. Here's a shot on goal, but eaten right up by Mikey.
Yeah, that was Tyler Baina.
Okay, quick outlet throw here to Tyler. He's going to bring it up the near sideline, trying to feed ahead to Arthur Sousa.
Jake Bratt outruns him.
Yep. They forced the Lancer defense to make the play, and now they've got it, and they're going to try and bring it up the near sideline.
Casey Potts. Some good passing by,
That was MLS-worthy dive right there. Ball gets kicked out of bounds, and they're going to call it a Clocker throw in here. Carlos will do the honors here for the Clockers. Closest player to him right now is Philippe, and next is Bailey Fong. Let's see where he goes with it. Okay, it's Bailey, right back to Carlos. A sky ball here, centered in front of the net. Clocker couldn't quite get a head on that, but the Clockers have it. Andre with a left foot is going to shoot short side wide.
So 17 minutes to go. Norton Lancers leading 1-0 here at Walker Field. in Ashland.
So if the Cunis field at the high school is the plateau, what nickname are we going to come up with for this field?
I mean, you can't really call it the Valley because it's pretty much, but something we will have to think about.
Right, it's not the mini plateau.
No.
Oh, Clocker, the Lancers have numbers, and we've got an offsides call, I believe.
Yeah, I thought he was offsides. I thought they might call it earlier.
Oh, again, kind of like hockey, a delayed offsides.
Good point.
So 16.5 and counting here in the first half. Clockers down 1-0 to the Lancers. And here's a long kick here by the Clockers, headed aside by the Lancers. Oh, that was a major collision. That's going to be an immediate whistle.
No acting there. That was Casey Potts.
I mean, I could hear that collision from here. And they're both up. I mean, they both seem to be up and fine. That did not look good. It was at full speed. Arthur Souza for the Clockers. That collision drew a very quick whistle. So good for the refs on that one. Clockers are going to retain possession here. And that's MJ Flynn setting up the offense here. So he's got a good angle. He's centered right here at about the 21. Players are lining up now, matching up. Here's the kick. It's up way too high. He really misfired on that one. It just sails over everything and out of bounds.
Did he get 3 points, or was it wide?
I'm going to say wide right, but I definitely didn't have the angle there. Well, we have a quick break here. Kick's about to happen. We do want to thank our broadcast crew tonight. Broadway Tom Hamilton. He's a one-man show here, Rob.
Are we live streaming?
We are not. We're on tape delay, except on the West Coast. I'm kidding. We're totally tape delay.
Right. So I don't have to watch my language.
No 7-second delay to worry about. Here go the Clockers trying to feed Robinson again, but thwarted by the Lancers. Here's an opportunity on the far sideline now. Keegan Kelly centering long pass. A little competition for it with the keeper, but he comes away with it.
Short hop.
He did play the short hop. Nicely played.
That was Wayland. Would have been fielded cleanly.
Wayland football?
Yeah. You're thinking about that. They had like 3 of those tough bounces on the kick returns.
Yeah, I guess they had the all-hands team out there. That's a risky pass by Mikey. Going to turn out okay as the ball goes off a Lancer and out of bounds. So Clocker throw in deep in their own end on the far sideline. And try and throw it up the sideline. Up ahead to might be Silva.
Got to get it to the other side.
Crossing the field.
Does.
Yep. Over to Carlos. Quickly ahead now to Tyler. Too hard off his foot. He couldn't control it. Past Hunter Miggs. A little dangerous there. MJ now. All the way across to Silva. Oh, there's Silva. So I'm struggling with numbers tonight. It's only going to get worse as dusk settles in, Rob.
We do the best we can.
Clockers are spending a lot of time with the ball, but they don't have anything to show for it so far on the scoreboard.
No, and that's how it seemed against Hopkinton, too. I don't know what the answer is. Gass tries to dribble between 2 Clockers and gets knocked to the turf. Back underway quickly, Lerner.
Very quickly turning that around.
Lerner again with control for the Lancers. Up to 16, Adam Wynn. Back to Lerner. It's Wynn with the centering pass.
Blocked aside by the Clocker D, but right onto the foot of a Lancer. But the shot goes on net, but easy pickings for Mikey Flynn.
Yeah, Matt Cropley throwing it on net.
So, Rob, I should mention I wouldn't normally call a player Mikey. That you're being that familiar, that casual about it. But that's what Coach Tiago told me. That's what he goes by.
Okay.
So, until he or some member of the Flynn family corrects me, I'm going to go with Mikey.
Okay. Hey, Mikey. He likes it.
Were you ever a Bobby or a Robbie?
That's an excellent question. I'm Bobby now, in certain instances, Bobby Platinum. I'm trying to think of I think my grandmother, one of my grandmothers, might have called me Robbie. So long ago, I can't remember. I
But-
did not like Bob. I was never a Bob.
Never a Bob. Okay. Opportunity for the Clockers, but it dribbles out of bounds. So goal kick here for the Lancers as clock ticks down to 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Lancers up 1-0.
Just checking on Hallie's travel plans. In the air. She's coming home for the Jimmy Fun Walk on Sunday.
Excellent.
She was
Excellent.
supposed to fly out Friday, but the hurricane.
Oh, of course, I'm
So
hearing
she had to-
all kinds of disruptions today.
So she was able to get out of Gainesville today, about a couple hours ago.
So I appreciate the reminder, Rob. I did get an email from Hallie about donating to her walk this weekend. I had forgotten about it, but I'll make sure I take care of that tonight.
Excellent. Thank you.
Of course.
We really appreciate it.
So are you going to be walking with her, or is that
I'm not doing the 26 mile. I'm doing the 10K.
good? That's
My-
still a lot. I commend you.
It's 6 miles.
That's a lot.
At this point, it is for me, but doesn't matter. Hallie's still not talking to me. I accidentally gave her a glue stick when she had asked for chapstick. She's still not talking to me.
You better be careful about making these references to Hallie. That's
Right.
2 games in a row. Boy, that poor friend of hers who thought she really
Right.
had gotten into trouble drinking that invisible ink.
Well, I was talking to Hallie this morning. I told her I saw a deer on the way to work this morning. She asked me, "How'd you know it was on its way to work?" I saw a little smile by Tom Hamilton. He's wearing the mask.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, the town of Ashland put a deer crossing sign right outside of my house. I called them up, asked them to move it. I don't want the deer crossing there.
There you go. There you go. So we do have a soccer game going on.
Back to
But,
the action at hand, yes.
That's all right. They can see it. But more importantly, you said you were playing golf last weekend at Juniper. How'd it go? 8:40 tee time on Saturday.
Good memory, good memory. And actually, I did get called out by one of my neighbors, Jeff LeMay, who told me that I need to make a full report on I guess probably for the next football game of the results of that outing. I had a blast. I had a really great time. It's beautiful weather. That's a terrific course. And
Did you play? I mean, there's 2 courses, so
we played Riverside.
Make a play. Ooh. The Lancer went down kind of hard on a fair play. They both were going for it, and that's Cody Gass.
That's not good. He's holding his left knee.
No, he'll be up. He'll be up.
They're going to get him a sub.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be back in the game.
Okay, so
So-
what are we lining up for? A corner kick or a throw in?
Just I don't know if they call the foul there, or if it's just a throw-in.
Well, it
Yeah.
looks like he's going to,
Yeah, he'll stay
good
in
call
the
by you,
game.
Rob. He's going to stay in the game. Just kind of stretching it out a little bit. I think it was neither. It's going to be a free kick over here by the in the far sideline.
That's Casey Potts. See if they can. He drops it off to Ryan.
Blocked.
Potts, his
Great
older brother.
hustle. Great effort by Matt Silva. Ball's loose, trickling toward the near sideline now. Carlos with a quick give and go. Now up ahead to
Oh,
Pedro Eldon. Again, one of the junior players here, moving up here from JV tonight in the absence of Kai Costa. Hunter Miggs now with it on defense for the Clockers. Dangerous centering pass here. Going to get a penalty called against the Lancers.
Yeah, he tugged on his shirt a little bit. Right in front of the ref. So easy call.
There's a big kick by Hunter. It's going to clear into Lancer territory. Pedro got a head on it, but Lancers have control at the moment. Good pressure again by Silva, and he's got a man loose here on the near sideline. Here's an attempt shot right on goal.
Nice kick as he was able to get by the defender, Kyle Cofton. Got some good wood on it.
Nice reference. Headed right back into play by Andre. Surrounded by Clockers. Andre again with it. Look for some help. Heavy pressure. Pushes it ahead. Tried to feed Tyler Robinson. Just missed that connection. Lancers come out with it. Going to drop it into the far
full
corner.
Speed ahead. That's Camden Lerner.
And MJ's just going to boot that out of bounds. Slow things down a bit here. Lancers going to make a substitution. The Clockers too. Noah Ramsey re-entering the game as Tyler Robinson heads out.
I think I clocked him at 4.62 for that 40-yard stretch.
Got to get that kid to an NFL combine.
Chad Powers. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
The what's his name? Eli Manning.
Eli Manning, guys.
It was okay. I thought they could have done a lot more with it.
Sure.
Not to mention they got some pressure here, handled cleanly by
Mikey, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Manning cast last night?
I caught a little bit. I usually don't, but I did.
Yeah.
Which anything in particular?
No. I just I knew they were running it last night. I only watched a little bit of the game. It wasn't a beauty, that Monday Night Football game.
No, it wasn't. Though I did see. Was glad to see Elliott with his first touchdown of the year as Cropley. So that's Potts.
Great ball control here by the Lancers. So here's Noah trying to make something happen. Quick dish to Carlos. Gets it past the first defender, but not past the second.
So both Potts hitting the turf.
Mm-hmm. A little surprised to see Noah on this side of the field. We usually see him lined up on the far side. So more substitutions here as we're ticking into the later part here of the first half as MJ Flynn heads off and Tyler Robinson right back in after a quick breather. Here's a throw in by the Lancers. And Ben English gets a head on it. Deep into the corner now, and he'll just trickle it out of bounds. So it's going to be a quick throw in by the Lancers.
Gas to Casey Potts.
Ben English trying to come out with it. Gets it ahead. Now here's Pedro. He's 1-on-3. Gets it ahead to Noah. Covering a lot of ground here on the near side. Back now to Pedro. Centering pass attempt. Just sails high and over the net.
That was a good opportunity. He had some space to work with.
Got to hand it to him. I mean, just getting called up here from JV and showing no fear whatsoever, putting it on net like that.
Who is that? The number 24?
24, Pedro Eldon. Actually, and it might be Ian Magnago. They brought up two from JV, and Coach wasn't sure which one of them was going to be wearing 24.
Yeah.
This one gets headed out of bounds by the Lancers, so Carl's going to do a quick turnaround with a throw-in.
Guess there's no rules on the throw-in. You can... Oh, loose ball on the field.
So look, we got some members of the Lancer JV team scattering before they can take the blame for that ball getting on the field. Clock is continuing to run. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half with the Lancers up 1-0. Have like a little jump ball here. Oh, it's going to, nope, my bad. Went to the Clockers. Still trying to put some pressure on here, but the Lancers are going to come out with it. Another one of these long strafing runs that the Lancers have been trying to set up all night.
Andrew Bennett controlling for Norton.
Gets past Keegan Kelly. Keegan's giving him a run for his money there. The ball just squibs out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
Kind of gotten some clearance.
Airplane.
You
What's
go.
your vector, Victor?
I did give Hallie the customary text of good luck.
We're all counting on you.
Well, she fills that in. She knows.
You raised her right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're under 2 minutes to go now. Time being kept on the field. Clockers with it. Lancers have dialed back the pressure a little bit here as the Clockers try to bring it upfield. Carlos on the near side now. Up ahead to Noah. Back to Carlos. Carlos drawing some crowd. Here's Andre Costa now. Bringing it across midfield. Trying to reverse field. Feeds it ahead to Silva. Quick give and go there. Fed ahead but blocked aside by the Lancers. Good hustle by Tyler. But the Lancers still have it. This one's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be Lancer ball.
That's Cody Gass all over the field, both sides.
So this one again gets kicked out of bounds. It'll be still Lancer ball, just a little bit further down the field. Andre tries to control it. Carlos ends up with it, puts it right back over to that far sideline, right around midfield. This time it'll be Clocker throw in. Clocker's not forcing anything here, but they are starting to run out of time here in the first half. Costa with some heavy pressure, kicks it up ahead to Silva. Silva battling, tough battle there, and he comes out on the losing end of it. Here's a break here for the Lancers momentarily as it gets kicked out of bounds so the Clockers can get their defense back.
So is that Costa on the sidelines with the injury to the left leg with the crutches?
I don't think so. The coach had said that Kai Costa was sick. He was out sick. I believe that's Oliver Wood, one of the seniors. He's been out. He was out when we did the Hopkinen game. He had, I believe, an ACL. I don't want to speculate too much on injuries, but I believe that's what I was told. So,
and a very subdued whistle, I think, to end the first half.
I'm just not clear if that's the half or that's a timeout.
They can't be taking a timeout with, what, 15 seconds left?
I don't know. The refs aren't clearing the field, so it looks to me like this is a timeout. They don't tell us much here in the broadcast booth.
They're setting up. They're going to set up for this last-ditch opportunity. So I'm going to take off the white jacket and just kind of mingle with the
with the Lancer crowd.
Yeah.
So
try and get some dirt.
While we have a timeout, just a quick note here on WACA programming. Coming up this Thursday night, we'll be showing girls soccer versus Millis at 5:45. And then next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday night, football hosts Holliston at 7 p.m. I'll have the call with Chase Abrams. Rob gets the night off. And that's it for any near-term programming here on WACA. I should mention there's, from an MLS perspective, just one game on the docket tonight, and it's a late start. The Seattle Sounders FC versus FC Cincinnati. Revolution are off tonight. We'll come back to them shortly.
Yeah, so they're packing it in. They're going to try and get one last opportunity here. Throwing it in is Boscombe.
And they are leaving him all alone. The closest clocker to him right now is Felipe Carvalho. Long throw-in attempt. Finds a teammate. Got to get a shot on, but it's way high and wide.
That was Cam Lerner.
So it's a it's a goalie ball here for the Clockers. Mikey quickly plays it off to one of his defensive teammates. Clockers try to push the ball up ahead on the far sideline. Under some pressure. Turned over at about the 40. And that, my friend, is the halftime whistle. So at the end of the first half, the Clockers find themselves down 1-0 to the Norton Lancers. And Rob, any quick thoughts before we head to break?
No, not tonight. just trying to figure out my dinner plans.
Fair enough, fair enough. So with that, we'll send you off to halftime, and we'll see you back here shortly for second half action on WACA-TV. And welcome back to second half action here at Walker Field, Ashland Middle School. You're watching Ashland Boys Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV. I'm Josh Abrams. He's Rob Silver. We're glad to have you with us here on a beautiful Tuesday night in Ashland. If you're just joining us, Clockers, great effort all the way around throughout the first half, but nothing to show for it on the board just yet. They are down 1-0 to the Lancers.
Quick scoring recap. It was Cody Gass for the Lancers with the goal on a feed from sophomore Casey Potts.
Well, here's a break for the Clockers early on as Sousa goes chasing this down into the corner, tries to put it on net, gets blocked aside, and already 15 seconds in, the Clockers have a corner kick opportunity.
Yeah, bounced that one right off a win.
Matt Silva's going to take this one from the right corner. The Clockers, Lancers switched sides from the first half. They're now going to be going left to right across your screen.
Interesting setup. They're all really, really deep. Going to crash the net.
Left foot up, loose, and out off of a Clocker. So good opportunity for the Clockers, not able to cash in. That's been the story all night so far. Clockers looking to change the tail of the tape, see how that plays out. And Lancers will kick away here. Just about a minute gone by in the second half.
Now I'm trying to think of airplane references, and I'm drawing a blank.
Well, tell us what the red zone is for, Rob.
It's for loading and unloading only? Or is that the white zone?
They both are.
Right, exactly. Don't start with your white zone crap. All right, let's keep it.
Okay, another good opportunity here for the Clockers. MJ Flynn gathers it in on the near sideline, puts it in toward the net, but it's going to sail wide, short side, and out of bounds.
What about airplane 2? How do you feel about that?
It's pretty weak. Not the same writers.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of the scene where they were on the moon with William Shatner. That and the door.
Shh. Shatner is very good in that film, but it pales in comparison to the original. If you ever get the opportunity, by the way, there's an excellent oral history of Airplane and how it got produced and how the stars were all of these action movie veterans. And they kept saying to the producers, we don't know how to be funny. They said, that's the joke. Don't be funny. Play it straight. Just play it the way you normally would. But these guys were like first-time producers. They weren't really trusted. But the proof is in the pudding. I mean, the movie turned out amazing. Back to the action at hand. The Clockers still trying to find a way to that goal, but putting great offensive pressure on the Lancers so far here in the second half. Moving the ball well, trying to find Matt Silva deep down the far side. He's going to get to that ball in time. And then the Lancers just knock it right out of bounds. So another corner kick opportunity. That's exactly what Silva wanted to do there. And he's going to set things up right at the flag.
Adam Wynn came over to play it and knocked it out of bounds. Set up the corner now.
Here's Silva again with that left-footed kick. Up high, deep. Sails away. Another shot on goal goes high, but it's actually a pass to Silva. Ball is still loose here, deep in the Lancer end. One Clocker fanned on a shot there, and the Lancers just kick it as hard as they can.
Ryan Potts able to clear it for the Lancers.
So Tyler Robinson gathers it in, pushes further back here to Hunter Miggs. Hunter kicks to the near side for Silva. Silva looking for an opening, under some pressure. Dishes it off. That's Philippe, getting it back to Silva. A little give and go back to Philippe. Drops it for Keegan Kelly. Across to Andre Costa. Andre tries to reverse field, wheeling and dealing. Gets it over to the far sideline now. Back to Sousa. There's a long diagonal kick toward the corner. MJ Flynn trying to get there. A little contact. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to call this a goal kick here. It's going to go to the Lancers. So an interesting idea. Really nice use of the angles there, Rob.
Yeah, they were good with the passes. I what I have noticed is when they try these random deep kicks in, they tend to go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they're hoping one of their people will be able to field it.
Here's Keegan Kelly with the ball. It's getting exchanging checks there, and it's going to go Clocker way.
And Cody Gass, incredulous, is about the call. Seems like everyone's gone against
It does
the
feel that way
Lancers.
tonight. I didn't want to say anything, but you're right. It feels like the Clockers have been getting the calls tonight. Here's a long kick in, but right to the goalkeeper. Clockers not able to connect long distance again. Might need to get them a calling card or something, so they can dial long distance. I'm going to keep working that joke until it hits,
go for it. Yeah.
Here's an opportunity for the Lancers.
Oh, TJ Lock.
Ridden off by Tyler. Still with it. Kicks it back to Mikey. Gets it up by the 40. Lancers have it here. Clockers are able to grab it. Flynn's getting pushed off the ball. Somehow maintains his balance out of all that.
Yeah, good job by Wynn for Lancers. He's taking control, going up the court.
Out of bounds.
Yep.
Quick whistle there. The ref's right on top of that one. So MJ inbounds, throw in here by MJ.
A lot of new numbers now
Yep.
because they flipped the field.
Lancers take control here on the inbounds. Here's a centering attempt. There's a Lancer on the ground, didn't get the call. Clockers again avoid one there. And now the Clockers throw one deep across downfield. 1-on-2, but trying to get it across. There's a sliding tackle, knocking it out of bounds. The Clockers will get the throw in on the far sideline, right around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, a lot more pressure this half.
Mm-hmm.
The first 7 minutes.
Lancers boot this one out toward midfield. Hunter Miggs trying to gather. Gets it under control. Over to Philippe. Will give and go, trying to push it ahead. It gets onto a Clocker foot. Oh, they had a man open there on the wing. Couldn't get it to him. And now the Lancers come out with it.
It's Gas.
It's a nice play by Hunter Miggs. We got a whistle here.
Just a quick reference for the viewers at home. When Josh is talking, he's generally calling the Clocker players. And I've been tasked with calling the away team more than Norton Lancers tonight.
So Hunter Miggs is back on defense. Gets a little shove. He keeps it in bounds. Still a highly contested ball here. It's loose here on the Clocker sideline on the near side. We get the whistle.
And that's Casey Bodds going down for his 5th time tonight at least.
Okay. Quick restart
Gas
here.
with control.
That shot went wide short side. Didn't have the angle.
Yeah, just getting enough pressure that he wasn't able to get the left foot.
Showed a burst of speed there. Went right in on net.
Kid can play, that's for sure.
So Clockers emerge with it. They're on the far sideline, working it ahead.
Do you remember in the movie Airplane what they served for dinner?
Well, there were two choices.
Right. Do you remember?
I know there was a problem with the fish.
Didn't the doctor order like lasagna?
Yeah, he had the pasta, right? He had the lasagna.
Chicken or fish? I mean, kids watching this broadcast, if you haven't seen Airplane, you have to watch. Oh, and there's a
Quick shot, wide, long side. I think he caught everybody by surprise with that shot. As the clock ticks down, 31 minutes to go now in the second half. Clockers down 1-0 to the Norton Lancers. Clockers trying to make something happen here on the offensive side. Matt Silva with some good offensive pressure. See what the whistle here, if it was out of bounds, or they're going to call a foul here.
Bennett going down for the Lancers.
They are calling the foul, so it's going to be free kick here for the Lancers.
Be Adam Wynn. Sends it down to Bennett. Taken away by the Clockers.
Keegan Kelly with some good pressure there. Clocks just could not take that one away, and now they have it. Good defensive pressure by the Lancers, and they force the turnover.
Lancers definitely not afraid to use the body to get some position.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they'll call it, sometimes they won't.
Andre Costa loses the ball. Gets it back over to MJ. Here's Philippe. Up ahead to Silva. Goes across the field here. Trying to settle, they do. Pass attempt goes to the far side here to Philippe. He doesn't have the angle, but he gets to the ball first. Draws the corner kick.
Oh,
So, nifty little play there. Clockers really really executed that play well. The way that pass was set to go to the far side.
yeah, Jake Bratt not happy with the call. Made it known.
Mm-hmm. So Silva with, I believe, his third corner kick attempt of the second half. Here's a shot on, headed aside. Nice defensive play by the Lancers, and they kick it all the way down past the lone defenseman, Tyler Robinson. That one's going to go bouncing out of bounds. They're going to get a throw in here. So we're under 29 minutes now to go in the second half. Clockers down 1-0. Long throw in by Carlos. And then out of bounds off the Clockers. So Lancers will get the throw in now on the far sideline.
I have some more basic airplane trivia when you're ready. When you're ready, next stop in the action.
Can you tell that there's an actress? Well, wait for the stoppage. That's fair.
After the Clockers tie it up here.
Ooh, a little prediction. I love it. We're going to kick back and reset here on defense. Over to Hunter Miggs now.
I don't know if it's because of the headset, but I'm not sure how much communication. It seems like sometimes the Clockers are open and the ball handlers just aren't seeing it. They have their head down and nobody's telling them.
MJ with another long attempt on net. This one's going to go wide, short side, and just let it go out of bounds.
So I think I'd give this one a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10 difficulty, but we all know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Of course.
Roger Murdoch. Who was it? Who was it that he was telling the kid when he went off on the kid and said, "You tell your old man
To drag Lambier up and down the court for 60 minutes?
No.
Walton?
Walton and
It wasn't Lambier. I can't believe I
no,
said
but
that.
it rhymes with that. It's close. I can see why you'd say that. Thinking old school. We got to get back. I mean, 70s.
Lanier, that's it.
I like that one better.
So knocked out of bounds by the Clockers. The Lancers have one of their best opportunities of the night. They're about as deep as they've gotten so far tonight, in the second half, I should say, into Clocker territory. So what I was going to ask you, Rob, is that if you can name the actress who played the young girl that was waiting for a transplant. She's being flown for a transplant.
Jill Whalen.
Very good. And what is she best known for? What?
Love Boat.
Very good.
Love Boat.
And the role?
Oh! Did she play? Was it Vicky?
Vicky Stubing. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So it looks
And
like.
what was her ailment in the movie?
Was she getting a new heart?
I believe she was. Heart transplant. From the, what was
From the Mayo Clinic.
Exactly.
Give me ham on 5 and hold the Mayo. Just under 26 minutes to go in the second half. Clockers down 1-0. Airplane references 9. Ball's loose at midfield, sails out of bounds. This should be Lancer ball. Nope. Wrong again. Clocker ball. See if they can make something happen here. They've been trying all night here on offense. Haven't been able to
I like
find the
that
back
one.
of the net yet. Working it here on the far sideline. Centering attempt blocked aside. Lancers come up with it and kick it into the Ashland end. Clocker's trying to track this one down now on defense. It's on the far sideline. Heavy pressure from the Lancers. Ball trickles out of bounds. It's going to be a Clocker throw-in.
Our Lancer cameraman wanted to make reference to it's a bad week to quit.
You name it.
I don't want to be promoting bad habits for these younger kids.
Quit smoking, quit drinking.
Sniffing glue.
Yep. Clocker still can't quite connect on that one pass that's going to get him to a clean shot. There's a burst of speed by the Lancers, and I think that player's offsides. I don't know if they're going to call it or not.
He stopped just in time.
Okay. Lancer throw in here on the far sideline. Long throw-in attempt, blocked aside by the Clockers. Battling in the far corner, still loose, trickles out of bounds to be a Clocker throw-in. Feeding it down the far sideline, headed aside by the Lancers.
Yeah.
Onto a Clocker foot, but here's a big turnover. This could be trouble.
Bennett.
Clocker's able to solve that problem. And
room.
Here's Matt Silva flying down the near sideline, cuts a corner. He's got Noah Ramsey, gets ridden off the ball. Again, Rob, to your point, very physical play by the Lancers tonight.
Yeah, looks like he got away with one that time.
And another one. Silva again trying to find an opening. Back to Ben English. Clocker still have it. They can't get that shot on. Here it is now. But it was not screened, so it was relatively easy pickings for the Lancer keeper. But nonetheless, a shot on goal. Got to start somewhere.
Kicked it from the 20-yard line, gave him plenty of time.
Ball's loose here at midfield, bouncing around. Feed is over here to MJ. Gonna say that one rolled, just crossed over the yellow line. I know he was out of bounds. The ball wasn't. I guess you have to be in bounds too to kick it. Is that how it works?
No, but I'm gonna say the ref just made he wasn't in a position really to make that call.
Sure. So approaching 22 minutes to go here in the second half. Clocker's down 1-0 to the Lancers. And the Lancers will be with a throw-in here. Their side of the field, near sideline. Ben tries to settle, gets knocked further back. Nice little touch pass there to Noah, but he can't do anything with it. Now it's, again,
good kick ahead by Lerner.
Tyler's getting some pressure, able to get it off. Here's Andre Costa. Found an open man on the far sideline. Nice little touch pass to Noah. Centers beautifully to Matt Silva. Couldn't quite get there. Almost a collision as the keeper came out to make the save, and that's the right play for him to make. That was a great opportunity for the Clockers, and by coming out, taking out the angle, that Lancer keeper is able to prevent tragedy for his team. Might be a little over dramatic there, tragedy. We'll take that one back. It's okay. Still, it'd only be a goal. It'd be a tie game, but nonetheless, Clockers with the ball now. Trying to set things up in their defensive end. Head to Noah, blocked aside. Ben grabs it. Again, trying to find Matt Silva in the corner. He's using his speed very effectively. Tries to find MJ. And now the ball's in the corner and knocked out of bounds. Nice defensive play by the Lancers to avoid the corner kick and turn it into a throw-in for the Clockers. So another good opportunity here for the Clockers. They're deep in the Lancer end. Here's a throw-in by MJ.
I have to give a shout out to your son, Logan, when he was doing the ball. He was right on it.
Oh, when he was the ball boy?
Well, as the ball boy on the sidelines, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
A little more efficient. These two guys are buddies.
Oh, yeah.
They keep getting distracted.
Yeah, they're hanging out together.
But nonetheless, we appreciate the help.
Oh, we're down to the final 20 minutes of the game now. Clockers down 1-0. Lancers kicking off. Headed the wrong way by the Clockers, so it's going to go all the way down onto their side of the field now out of bounds. So to throw in on the far sideline for the Lancers. Quick turnaround for them. Here comes a shot on, and Mikey just grabs it and runs. Quickly up ahead now to Ben.
Wow, some back and forth action.
That's a nice touch. Beautiful passing. He got it got stripped. Nice defensive play by the Lancers. That was starting to look like a great opportunity for the Clockers. I really love great touch passes between the two teammates, Ramsey and Silva.
The number 6, Cam Bratt for the Lancers, brother of junior Jake Bratt. So a couple of brothers. Let me see if there's any others.
Meanwhile, Tyler turns with it. Tries to back pass. This one's going to go out of bounds. Clocker ball is off a Lancer foot. Got to get some substitutions here.
Do you remember the tribe that they taught basketball? I think we might have done this one before.
The name of the tribe?
The name of the tribe in the.
I'm not going to come up with that. I know that's when he developed his drinking problem.
Yeah, that started it. I think it was the Malumbas. Which I think they ended up getting a lot of basketball talent from that part of the country.
Absolutely.
We can see why. They were already very well developed.
Yep. They took to the game quite easily.
Yes. If you watch that scene, I wonder how many times they had to fill it, because it wasn't like trick camera work.
I mean, I just figured
like,
they brought the Harlem Globetrotters in for that scene.
They were like making like every shot.
Oh yeah. Costa trying to set something up here at midfield. Dishes off to the far sideline. Now, quick little touch passes again. Now the Clockers are breaking down the far sideline. Here's one in across the side, all the way across the field to MJ, and kicked out of bounds by the Lancers. So a throw in here for the Clockers. Another good opportunity for them if they can make it happen.
Yeah, Wynn's getting a lot of work this half for the Lancers on defense.
Centering pass to Costa. Man on quickly. Costa will recoup here at the 35, back to the 40. Centering attempt off of
here we go. Come on.
Philippe. Diving stop, knocked out of bounds by the keeper. Did he just dive and let it go out of bounds? I guess it's,
I think
goalie ball.
He dove to cover the edge of the net, but it was wide, so he didn't have to touch it.
Ball's loose here at midfield. Andre Costa with it. Off a Lancer player and out of bounds, so MJ will grab it.
They both threw him a ball.
Well, they're trying to make up for past transgressions. Whoa. Noah Ramsey took a 360 onto the ground, and now the Lancers have something
gets
going.
It up to Pompey.
Trying to beat Hunter Miggs to the corner. Going to roll this in on net. The trailer just late to it as Mikey eats that one up. Out to the far side of the field. Misplay there by the Lancers, but Clockers can't capitalize. Here come the Lancers on the far sideline.
That's Cody Gass.
Ball trickles over the goal line. It's going to be,
I think it's a goal kick.
yeah, goal kick for the Clockers. Okay, 15 minutes now and ticking left in this game. Clockers down 1-0. You're watching Ashland Boys Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV.
Nice tight shot in on the goalie. Getting the light pole out of the way. It autofocuses on the light pole. So you don't just point the camera. It's not that easy, kids.
Yeah,
You kids at home.
It's an art.
Well, if you're Norton, you can just point the camera because there's no light pole. But
Lancers working it down the far sideline now, and now out of bounds. Clocker throw in. Rob, in the second Airplane movie, when Stryker escapes from the hospital, what was the name of the hospital? Clocker's coming out with it now and putting it across midfield, trying to find a streaking Lucas Rivera. It's his first time I've seen him out here tonight.
Was it Ronald Reagan?
The Ronald Reagan Home for the Mentally Insane, yes.
I wouldn't have got the full name, but I. And who was the? Speaking of Love Boat references, how about who was singing the Love Boat scene as he walked through in the spotlight? Just a random Love Boat. Do you remember? Do you know who sang that?
I don't know.
Jack Jones.
Wow.
Jack Jones sang the Love Boat. It was so funny. It was just so random. Yeah, exactly.
Clocker's with it at midfield now. Pushing it ahead to Noah. Can't make that connection again. Lancers with it now. Broken up nicely by the Clocker D and out of bounds. Lancer throw in.
And who was the female, one of his female roommates when he was in the ward? Do you remember?
In the first one?
She was, no, in the second one. She was a famous Broadway star. Broadway Tom Hamilton might know.
I can only think of the guy who thought he was Ethel Merman.
Well, there you go, Ethel Merman.
I thought that was the first. Is that the second one?
Was it?
I get them mixed up.
It was the flashback. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was.
All I can tell you, Rob, is I'll never be over Macho Grande. Approaching 12 minutes to go now in the second half. Clocker's down 1-0. This one's going to go back to the keeper. Clocker still trying to work something out here on the far sideline. Slowly making their way up.
Yeah, see that courtroom scene in number 2 was
brilliant.
Yeah, it really was. The stenographer. If you know, you know. That's all we'll say.
Buddy was a rock.
That whole exchange.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Can't remember. Oh, how he came I can't remember how he came unglued. How he came unglued? No. How he hung top. Buddy.
Here's a shot on goal. Wide, long side. Flynn hustling to get this one back in play as the clock is starting to work against Ashland, and now we get a whistle. Going to get a timeout on the field.
Timeout. Speaking of timeout, do you remember on, how old are you?
I'm 50-something.
Okay, I'm 55. But on the Financial Channel, which is now CNBC, used to be FNN, they used to have a show way back in the day, Time Out for Trivia.
Okay.
It used to come on around 6 o'clock, hosted by Todd Donahoe. And could actually, he would ask trivia questions on TV, and you would phone in. My brother won like twice.
Nice.
My younger brother. I was never able to get through, but
Do you know what
random
CNBC
questions.
stands for?
No, I do not.
Consumer News and Business Channel.
Excellent piece of trivia.
Let's do, while we have the time out here, let's do a quick check-in around
yeah.
the horn for Clocker Fall Sports. Girls soccer was 3-4 heading into today's match against Norton. We'll see them here on WACA Thursday night. Boys cross country is now 0-2. Their next meet is a week from Thursday at Medfield. Girls cross country 1-1. They have a meet tomorrow against Hopkinton. A little surprised. They don't usually have solo meets, but girls field hockey 4-3-1, but riding a 3-game win streak when they host Wayland this Friday. Football we talked about a little earlier. They're 2-1 after a dominating performance over Wayland last Friday. They travel to Bellingham this Friday at 6 p.m. Golf team 4-1 heading into this afternoon's match against Dedham at Pinecrest. They're right back at it tomorrow against Over Sherborne at the Sassamon Trace golf course in Natick. Very good, Rob. And finally, volleyball 6-3, most recently taking down Shepherd Hill Regional 3-1. They travel to Millis tomorrow night at 6. But we are here tonight watching boys soccer on WACA TV against the Norton Lancers. Lancers up 1-0 as we tick down to 10 minutes to go here in the game. Lancers with the ball and trying to make something happen in the Ashland end.
Yeah, the girls soccer, they won recently 2-0. I don't know who they played, but I did see that Colby Lima got both the goals in that game. So, silver medal for Colby Lima. Getting ready to see her on the basketball court in a couple months.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and speaking of the silver medals, I was a little surprised. First time ever controversy in the silver medal award winner.
You know, I can see the reasoning for the Liam Fleming.
We're talking about from football Friday night
yeah,
against Wayland.
He was given, I think it was the Globe that gave him like a Player of the Week award. He was great on defense. He definitely was more impactful on defense than Jake Caveney. So, you know, from an all-around standpoint.
So here come the Lancers threatening again on offense. They're up 1-0.
Pompey with good composure, good patience, tries to get it to Lack. Missed him. Keeping it in his pots, Casey. So I tallied up the stats. You saw that. What I found most impressive, first of all, in that football game, 62 offensive plays, only 6 passes. 3 of 6, 19 yards.
For the Clockers, that is.
For the Clockers. And 36 of the 56 runs were between 3 and 6 yards. Just incredible. We talked about how they like to just grind it out. Come on.
Great opportunity for the Lancers, and they come up short. That was just a little bit of a defensive breakdown by the Clockers, and just not able to play that pass correctly for the Lancers. So Clockers dodge one there. They're still down 1-0. Yeah, 8 minutes to go.
Ryan Potts had a chance to make it a two-score game.
It's really tight. Not a lot of space there.
Like the ball had eyes, just through everybody's legs.
Costa trying to find a teammate, gets blocked aside. Lancers played that beautifully.
No help. It's going to go over to Bennett and the Lancers.
Lancers put one in on net. MJ Flynn trying to screen and effectively does it so Mikey can make the save. Rolls one out here quickly to Costa. Costa trying to bring it up the middle of the field. Puts in a long one just off the foot of Matt Silva, but blocked aside here by the Lancers. Nice anticipation there. Nice play there by number 20, Bailey Fong. Clockers turn with it, put it into that corner. Again, looking for Flynn, but he's not there right now. This is... Somebody lose a shoe? Something went flying over there. Clockers still with control, trying a centering pass. Can't get through. Here's a shot. Right in front. Shot.
There
Score! That's a goal for the Clockers. They tie it up.
Number I believe.
Comes right over to the cheering section. That's Matt
Number
Silva,
11.
number 11.
There you go.
What do you think, Rob? Is he a little excited about that goal?
Well deserved.
Absolutely. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill on that play. The ball bounced right, and Silva capitalized on the opportunity. So Clockers tie it up 1-1. All that work finally pays off. They finally find the back of the net. Matt Silva, certainly not for lack of effort tonight. He has been flying all night long.
So that missed opportunity on the other end by Ryan Potts really looking
It's a big swing.
like a big miss now.
The Clockers tasting blood now. They're going for it. Renewed energy here, and as the Lancers are able to kick it out of bounds down the far sideline. So again, Rob, just to keep in mind here in the back of our minds is we're just over 5 minutes to go in the game. Clockers' last two games have been ties. 2-2 at Holliston last Tuesday, 0-0 at Bellingham last Thursday. 1-1 here right now, but the Clockers trying to do it again, trying to find Silva again. Souza in the corner, turns it, gets a beautiful shot on goal, but the keeper equal to the task. That was ticketed for the top corner inside.
Yeah, it was a good read by the goalie. Knew there wasn't really many options for him to go to, so.
Costa, make that Felipe at center. Now the Lancers come away with it at midfield. Going to push it down, and we've got an offsides player. There's the whistle. I don't know which Clocker was back there to helpfully signal the ref to let him know.
Yeah, he was way offsides. I think the ref was just trying to catch up to the
Good pressure here by the Lancers at midfield, forcing the turnover. And now they've got a man loose. Overrun by both teams. The Lancers end up with it. Now it's headed for the near sideline. Sliding tackle by the Clockers, and we've got an injured player. That's MJ Flynn. He can't get up. He's down, but here comes Matt Silva down the near sideline. Misfire there.
A fortunate misfire. Well, both teams.
MJ Flynn's in a lot of pain there, and they can't stop the clock. Here comes Mikey to boot it way out of the way, out of bounds, and we'll finally get that whistle to get a stoppage. So MJ can get tended to. So while we have a break in the action here, I just want to remind folks, for following Ashland Sports on Twitter, you definitely want to be following @ClockerAD. That's AD is an athletic director. That's Stephen Marks' Twitter handle. He does a great job with updating all of us on scores, game times, and so on. You can certainly follow, and good luck spelling this, @ClockerSoccerBoys. There's some missing vowels there. And, of course, you can follow us at WACA-TV Ashland. So with the injury on the field, the clock stops at 3:09. Clockers and Lancers tied at 1. MJ Flynn being tended to right now. Looks like they might be trying to stretch him out a little bit.
I don't think it's certainly not a cramp this time. He's kind of holding his left glute. He just hard collision. That's pretty much it. And interim trainer Deb. I think it's Riggett or Liggett. Can't remember. Tending to him.
So again, the injury bug kind of hitting the Clockers. Already Oliver Wood down with what we believe is an ACL now. MJ Flynn, hopefully this isn't too serious, but again, that's another senior that they could be losing here. And of course, where they are without Kai Costa tonight, who's out sick, according to Coach Tiago.
And the goalie, Mikey Flynn, his brother, looking on. Correct?
That's correct.
Came over to comfort him as soon as play stopped. That was a nice gesture.
So again, just a quick scoring recap. Right here in the second half, just moments ago, Matt Silva connected for the Clockers to tie this game at 1. And Rob, remind me who had the goal in the first half for Norton.
That was number 10, Cody Gass.
Okay, so that's literally a quick scoring update as MJ's being helped off the field here, not putting any weight on that left leg.
Yeah, it was a big collision between him and Andrew Bennett. Bennett was down for a little bit as well. Did he go in? Was it? Did he go in for like the sliding, not the sliding tackle, but he slid into?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I would call that a sliding tackle, trying to, slide in to take the ball away.
And it was successful.
Mm-hmm.
Hence no whistle.
So, Rob, when we were talking about the MLS earlier, that just the one game on the docket tonight. And it's not the Revolution, right? Seattle, Cincinnati playing tonight. We were just checking on the Revolution, who I was a little surprised to discover are in 11th place in the Eastern Conference at 9 wins, 11 draws, and 12 losses. Their next game is October 1st at Atlanta.
And you're surprised because there's only 10 teams.
I had lost track of that. I'm surprised by
I
how
have
many
no
teams
idea.
there are in the MLS.
How
let
many
alone,
are there?
I have no
Roughly.
idea, but there are definitely more than 11. And that's just in the Eastern Conference. Well, here comes Silva again, flying down that near sideline. They've had success all night getting him corner kicks. And, of course, he had the goal late here in the second half.
As the chant of MJ starts to murmur through the stands.
Well, goal kick here for the Lancers, as we're about 2.5 minutes away from the end of the game. Again, the Clockers riding a 2-tie streak coming in tonight, trying to put a win on the board here. Lancers intercept this play, but turn back over, trying to find a teammate was number 20, Bailey Fong. Lancer come out with it, blocked aside by Tyler Robinson. Nice job stepping up there.
Yeah, that was a big stop. He had Gas, the Lancers up the wing. Big stop.
That looked close to an offsides.
Oh, and Gas does get it. Going to look for Bennett.
Wow, that one went in. That's a goal for the Lancers. I had a tough angle on that one, but it did find the inside post. So just like that.
Definitely tough to see from here, but yeah, he deflected off the inside of the goalie.
So we're now under 2 minutes to go, time being kept on the field. And that's a backbreaker, giving up a goal this late in the game after finally tying it just a few minutes ago.
And it was Cody Gass again taking advantage of the little momentary lapse. It was really the only lapse. Well, there was one other one that they weren't able to capitalize on, but Clockers really dominating this half. I was just thinking, couldn't imagine the turnaround. Still time, though.
Again, trying to go to that near corner. Here's a break for Sousa. Couldn't get in control in time. Gets ridden off. Goalie makes the diving stop. Great opportunity for the Clockers. Sousa just could not control that pass and be able to convert it into a shot. Keeper boots it away. Up for grabs here around the 45. Controlled by the Clockers. Up ahead to Philippe. Get a whistle here. Clocker ball. Looks like Andre Costa will start with it. He's going to put a shot in toward the net. Looking for a teammate. Can't make the connection. That was Silva trying to find him with a header. Got a whistle here. I don't know what the call is.
Couple subs.
Oh, making the subs. Okay. So Ben English back into the game. He's right around midfield. Lancers press it ahead. They've got an opportunity. It's a foot race down to the net. Shot on. Finds the top corner. That one seemed to fool Mikey Flynn as he never even made an effort to leap for it.
That's the freshman, TJ Lack.
So that's a big goal here. Again, we are down to the final minute or so. Lancers take a 3-1 lead.
Opening minutes of the game, He had a similar break, couldn't capitalize. But the freshman steps up and puts it home and gives the squad a 2-goal lead. Clockers would be happy with a tie at this point, but it's going to be tough to come by.
This ball gets batted aside by the Lancers and well out of bounds on the far sideline. Throw in for the Clockers.
Going to find the softball field.
Feeding it up ahead now, trying to get to that throw in. Ball makes its way toward the net, but then booted aside by the Lancers all the way back as Mikey Flynn comes running up close to midfield, settles it, hands it off to a teammate. Might be Hunter Miggs. Another long pass attempt thwarted aside by the Lancers. Here's Tyler Robinson feeding it ahead to Ben. And again, thwarted away. That's all the Lancers have to do. They're sitting on a nice 2-goal lead now and can afford to just play 4 corners, play prevent, and not let the Clockers get set up in their zone. Here's Sousa, ridden off. Lancers brush it aside and drop it into the Clocker end. Hunter Miggs tracks it down, back to Mikey. Up ahead now on the other side. Costa tries to feed Ben. Silva comes up with it. Make that Philippe, comes up with it. Still working on the far sideline. Here's a long crossing attempt, blocked aside by a Lancer header. And again, brushed aside. Opportunity here. Sousa trying to get a foot on it. Goes out of bounds on the near sideline. It's going to be a Lancer throw-in. Waning moments here in the second half. Lancers up 3-1. Just going to throw it down the near sideline. Hunter Miggs still trying to come out with it. Successful. Up ahead now to Philippe. Across to the far side. Another long attempt here. Silva gets a shot off. Keeper makes the save. And there's the whistle. So that's a final tonight as the Clockers fall 3-1, but certainly not for a lack of effort. They just come up short tonight, Rob.
Yeah, entertaining second half.
Absolutely. So, any thoughts here for a Silver Award winner?
Well, you know, I watched the Lancers so much because I'm trying to
Sure.
focus. So I'm going to defer to you and let you decide.
Okay, well that's fair. I appreciate that. I tend to go toward the goal scorer, so I'm going to have to hand it to Matt Silva. I mean, it wasn't just the goal. I mean, just the effort, the speed. I mean, the Clockers were trying to take advantage of that all night, especially in the second half. They were routinely able to set him up on corner kicks, and it was Matt Silva, who was finally able to break through and score the lone goal for the Clockers tonight.
I agree.
3-1.
You know, what I saw, you know, even after that, he had a couple opportunities streaking down the side. So silver medal goes to Matt Silva, no relation to Robert Silver.
Right. You kind of sounds like a Boston person saying his last name.
Yeah, there you go.
So the Clockers dropped to 1, 2, and 3 on the season. Their next game is Thursday at Millis. Game time at 4:45.
Sounded like you're going to start a dance. A 1, a 2, and a 3.
So that'll do it for us here tonight. For Rob Silver, I'm Josh Abrams, and you've been watching Ashland Boys Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV. Carlos able to get a foot, get it out of the goal box, but a quick shot on net. Mikey got a hand on it off the crossbar. Big save there by Mikey Flynn. Hunter Miggs had a foot on it.
Gets it up to his, I think that's Gas. Drills it. Cody Gas, one of the captains.
Centering attempt off of,
There we go. Come on.
Diving stop, knocked out of bounds.
Yeah. Incredible. We talked about how they like. Come on.
Great opportunity for the Lancers, and they come up short. That was just Clocker still in control, trying to centering pass. Can't get through. Here's a shot. Right in front. Shot.
There
Score! That's a goal for the Clockers. They tie it up.
Number 4.
do it again. Trying to find Silva again. Souza in the corner, turns it, gets a beautiful shot on goal, but the keeper equal to the task. That looked close to an offside.
Oh, and Gas does get it. Look for Bennett.
Wow, that one went in. That's a goal for the Lancers. I had a tough angle on that one, but field. Lancers press it ahead. They've got an opportunity. It's a foot race down to the net. Shot on. Finds the top corner. That one seemed to fool Mikey Flynn as he never even made an effort to leap for it.
That's the freshman, TJ Lack.